Yeah, I'm Josh. I lost about 230 pounds, long story short, on a plant-based diet. I have become an ultra marathoner since then. I've just developed a real passion for running, which led me down a rabbit hole that taught me about Scott Jurek and Rich Roll and Rip Esselstyn. I just became enthralled with a plant-based diet and started chasing those guys, their physical accomplishments. You know, I was very inspired by all of that. And so here I am today, 230 pounds lighter, an ultra marathoner, I'm not as fast as those guys, but I can do the distance and it feels really good. And what feels even better though is being invited to come and share my experience with the awesome people here at Plant Stock. It's surreal to know that I'm friends with the Esselstyns. It's insane to think that that's where I am right now, but I love it. I couldn't be more excited about being a part of Plant Stock, being plant-based, being an athlete. I feel like I'm closer and closer and closer every day to my most authentic human self, and it's because of plants and running and the example of people like Rip Esselstyn in this world. Since 2013. Early 2013, yeah.
Okay, and why?
I went plant-based in the beginning because I wanted to run better. I was trying to lose some weight. I had already lost about 100 pounds, but my weight loss started to stall. In that process of losing 100 pounds, I started to dabble in running. And when I started to after I did my very first 10K, after I did my very first race, I read this book called Born to Run. It led me to Scott Jurek, which led me to a plant-based diet, and that sent me down the rabbit hole of Rich Roll and Rip Esselstyn and Brendan Brazier and all of these really powerful plant-based athletes. And then that sent me down the rabbit hole of Rip's father, with Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn and prevent and reverse heart disease. And I started eating up the science. I'm not a science guy. I'm just a C student from a public high school. But the thing is, I just developed this thirst because I was feeling what it was doing for me in my body. And not only has it helped me a lot, but it has also helped me develop a desire to sort of reach back and help folks that are still slipping and struggling with weight loss and chronic disease and some of the other issues that accidentally got fixed along the way for myself, like how I think about myself and a lot of my mental attitude with the world. It's just a really surreal thing to be able to be here and be invited to be here, being asked to speak to cameras and things. It's kind of cool. And I couldn't be happier about where I am today.
Any tips for anybody?
Yeah, do it. Do the damn thing right now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get up right now and go get some carrots and stop drinking all the milk and drink some water and do the thing.
100%.
Let's go. At least recognize and do something. You don't have to do it 100% today, but recognize and then take a step. If that means, hey, I'm gonna start eating plant-based on Wednesdays, do that for now, but understand that's where you are today, and we want to grow that forward one hungry hippo chunk at a time. We want to keep grabbing, grabbing.
Did you go 100%?
I did.
You did what? Tell me about it.
I had already lost about 100 pounds, so I was starting to fluctuate and I was starting to put weight back on, so I was ripe. I was ready for something different. So that's how it happened for me. I read Born to Run, then I read Scott Jurek's book, and then after that I read Rich Roll's book, which in the middle of reading his book, it was like, bam, I'm done. Everything. I'm changing it all. I'm
100%.
gonna eat I'm gonna go 100% plant-based, just like Rich Roll talks about in his book. No cheese, because I was flirting with cheese still at that point. I was like, I'm gonna get rid of the cheese. I'm gonna get rid of the processed vegan junk food, and I really want to eat like I think an athlete would. That's a tricky one because there's components that were completely easy, because dates and peanut butter is delicious, right? But yeah, there's times when it's tricky, but I would submit that the difficulty is rewarding.